Hello, summer. I am finally on summer vacation. I did work summer school, but I didn't finish out the program. I decided that I wanted to actually enjoy the rest of my summer and have a lot of adventures. So, this is the start of my summer adventure. So, when we were on the planning stages of our trip, Paris was not on the list. What happened was we were looking at different flights and prices were ridiculously high. We ended up coming across this flight that had a 12-hour layover in Paris. And I looked at my friend Marquise and I was like, you know what? Let's do this because we can have a little adventure and we can get into some things and make our layover actually really memorable and fun. So we decided to have this layover and we decided to come and actually have lunch at the Eiffel Tower. This is a Michelin star restaurant, so we were super excited to try this. And we knew that it was going to be a once in a lifetime experience. It's not something that you're going to do every time you go to Paris. So we're like, you know what? Let's just do this and experience this. We were able to enter through a different location. We go through security, they check your bags, they do all that. And the the lines were really long. It was definitely crowded. You can see all the people that were there. But by going to this restaurant, we were able to avoid a lot of that chaos and crowd. And we had our own separate elevator where we are able to actually go up. And as you can see, the views are absolutely gorgeous. And the whole experience of just riding all the way up was somewhat magical. And I really, really enjoyed it. And I hope you guys are enjoying watching this whole process. Once we got to the very top, we were greeted by some of the staff. They were very kind and welcoming, and they did see that we had a lot of bags with us, like our carry on, because you're in transition. They had a place that they were able to check our luggage and make sure that we were hands free, and so we can really enjoy our experience while we're up there. So that was really nice to know. So you don't have to stress about your luggage, you don't have to worry about carrying all your things in. There's a place that they will store it for you, and you're just able to enjoy the whole experience carefree. So now we are at the very top and we are being escorted to our table that has the most amazing view. It's really hard to describe the feeling that I had once I was up there. Like everything was just stunning. The views were just out of this world. Another thing that was really amazing was to see the attention to details in everything that was brought out. Like everything was handcrafted, everything was just so beautifully made and just so appealing. So I'm going to share the menu with you at this point. Now, it might be overwhelming to see the price and it's like, man, everything is really pricey. But just remember, this is a once in a lifetime experience and you're not going to do this every day. So, yes, experience it, try it once, and just say that you got to do this in life and enjoy the process. So, this side of the menu is 180 euros. And the other side is either you can choose from a 5-course or a 7-course tasting menu. And the 5-course is 290 euros and the 7-course is 320 euros. You can also add drinks, which they had a wide list of wines, they had cocktails, and even coffee and teas that is an added on price. So I already know many of you are probably thinking, like, was it worth the price? And yes, it was a very hefty price, but honestly speaking, the food was actually very tasty. The experience, the way they brought everything out, the way they explained it, it was very, very tasty. So I believe it was worth it. The views, the quality of food, the whole entire experience was worth the price. And obviously we had to go ahead and do like a little mini photo shoot. So we took our pictures and then, we ended our experience with coffee and dessert. So always a plus. We were exhausted at this point, but we had to keep it pushing. Then after the experience, we were able to actually step outside and get the gorgeous views of the city and the actual tower. And it was just magic. After spending some time outside, we went back in and we went to the restroom, and the only thing I could say that was negative about this experience was the restroom situation. They only had 2 stalls, so obviously the line is long. And for a restaurant of that size, and you want that elevated experience, to have only 2 stalls and waiting for the restroom was definitely something that I was like, that's something that they should improve. But overall, just everything was just really beautifully done, and the experience was fabulous. So enjoy the view going down. And of course, we definitely had to do a quick photo shoot in front of the Eiffel Tower. And anyone that's actually considering doing this, please do. It is well worth it, and it definitely made the start of our trip so memorable. And of course, the teacher in me had to put in the 10 facts about the Eiffel Tower. So read, learn, enjoy, and definitely add this to your bucket list. I highly recommend it. Enjoy.